Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you have come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So feel free to connect with each other in the chat. It's very simple. I'm going to put some instructions on the bottom of the screen here. Basically, the way that we do it is you visit a channel one by one. Reach out to anybody you want in the chat. We're all here for the same thing, so please don't be shy. Watch a short video from each creator in full. It must be at least a minute long, and that is so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. Then you leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, and it should be at least a couple of sentences long so that it gets by the YouTube spam filters. Once you've done that, you give the creator a thumbs up always, and then come back into the chat here. After you've subscribed to them, if you enjoy their content, we subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. Leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So thank you, everyone, for coming so early. I know we've got a lot of familiar faces in the house. Jade and Sue is our featured channel for today. We had a nice conversation today, and so I'm happy to have this channel featured. Shan Zen Zen is back. Cyberlife, it's good to see you. Beautiful E-Vlogs is always with us. King Tash Family Vlogs is here. Thank you. Kiera Zaveria. Maybe I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm sorry. Kiara Zavera. Hopefully I pronounced that somewhat right, and forgive me. It's great to have you here, probably for the first time. Maybe you're going to meet some new friends and family members here. I certainly hope that you will. Georgia Bulldogs is in the house. That's our featured channel from yesterday. Somebody who's here with us all the time and aggressively growing their channel. And then Jaden Suh is saying you left a package, so I'm going to have a look at what that is. We've got Dana Kirby Queen back again. Thank you. Michael's Adventures. I had a great time going through your channel today for a quick second. I did notice that you said you're going to be running a playlist for me, and I will turn around and do the same thing for you likely tomorrow. I am running playlists right now, and I'm just making sure that I make a note that on Sunday I am running a playlist. I will probably just run all of your videos by clicking the play all on your videos tab. And then you can let me know if you want me to do something different than that. And then Rose Sadu, thank you for coming in. Rose is a dynamic creator that allows people to connect the way we are here in her chats as well. She live streams usually a couple of times a day. Blur Sunset, thank you for coming in. On the road to 300, it's great to see you. Carrie Beth, I'm very happy that you're back again. Hopefully we can get you some more friends and family members today. Blur Sunset, since this is your first time here, I'll just remind everybody of the way that we connect with each other so that we maximize our impact. All you're going to do is visit a channel like Jade and Sue here and watch a short video in full. It should be at least a minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms, and then you leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, and it should be at least a couple of sentences so that it gets by the YouTube spam filters. Once you've done that, you always give the creator a thumbs up. And if you enjoyed their content, then you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then you can return to the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected. That's all it takes. And then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So that's great. It's good to see Us Never Them back in the house. We're hanging out on Us Never Them live stream last night. And then Cooking with Q and More is in the house. So thank you for reminding everybody to thumbs up, and we want to make sure we're connecting the right way. Kristen, my love, is in the house as well, so that's great. And then we will think about getting some names on the wheel shortly. One of the things I want to mention, Jade and Sue is our featured channel for today. The Triplet family has also been a featured channel, and they're in here with us as well. One of the things that you can do that can really help your channel is to do this featured channels collaboration with other creators. And what that does, when you have channels featured on the front page of your channel, you're basically saying to your audience and the YouTube algorithms that those channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you on their home pages, they're basically saying that you're worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on the YouTube algorithm and on the audiences of both creators. So that can really help. Blur Sunset, I wonder what you quite mean by that. You've lost your 1K, 300 or 400 since 2016. Well, that's very unfortunate. I don't know the reasons why that's happened to you, but there are many reasons why it can happen. Either way, right now, as long as you're serious about growing your channel and connecting with other creators the right way, we're very focused on quality connections. As you watch what we do here at Tuber Chat and listen to the stories that I tell about the creators that come through, you're going to see very quickly that most of our creators come back again and again, are aggressively growing their channel and giving each other the things we all need as growing YouTubers, including watching videos, leaving meaningful comments, always giving thumbs up, and of course, subscribing to each other and making sure that the connection sticks. Ben Weather Channel, thank you for coming in, especially so early. It's great to have you here again. So Blur Sunset, don't be shy. Everybody's here for the same thing. Reach out to anybody that you want to in the chat. They definitely all want to connect with you. And then CyberLife is asking if everybody wants to do the featured channel collaboration exchange, which I was just describing. Some of the other things that you can do if you need watch hours or you know somebody who does, we have ways to help with that as well. And then Lewandon Gaming is here. This is our featured channel for Monday. We'll be live streaming again tomorrow and Monday at the same time. So hopefully you will have, hopefully you're all subscribed to Tuber Chat and have the notifications on so you don't miss our next live streams. Lewandon Gaming will be here on Monday as a featured channel. And one of the things that actually we have done together is what I'm about to describe. If you need watch hours or you know somebody who does, you can arrange to swap playlists with them. As a matter of fact, Michael's Adventures is just telling Kristen he is running my playlist right this minute. And I will be running Michael's tomorrow. And Lewandon Gaming and I have done this exchange as well as many other creators in the chat. Basically, all you're agreeing to is you're going to run a playlist of their videos. They're going to run a playlist of your videos. You got 12-hour watch time, so that's great. We can help you push that a little bit farther, Blur Sunset, by doing what we're talking about. If you have a playlist of 5 or 10 or even 20 different, 5 or 10 or 20 hours long of a playlist, and you get many other creators to run that playlist for you, you can imagine how your hours are really going to stack up. We all need 4,000, and you can absolutely do it. It takes time. We can speed it up a little bit by making these collaborations. And it's great because it builds a little bit of a relationship between creators. And now you'll have people who will continue to support you, coming back, watching your videos, giving you thumbs up and meaningful comments and things like that. Lewandon Gaming and I will be doing more of that. Hopefully we'll see Mr. Joshi today, and we'll be doing that as well. Blur Sunset, yeah, if you want to, well, you said you'll be right back, so we'll talk about it again after, but if you want to make playlist arrangements with me personally, we can certainly do that. I am available on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Particularly Facebook and Instagram is the easiest way to get a hold of me, so that we can make arrangements outside. And then as well, we have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for Tuber Chat. We have Reddit as well. We've made a special subreddit dedicated for all YouTubers to be able to post their videos. It's a very small community right now, so the good news about that is that your stuff gets seen, and you can hop in there and see who the aggressive creators are who are really trying to push their stuff. As well, we have a thread on our subreddit dedicated specifically to swapping playlists. So for anybody that wants to do that, you could do that. I can tell you all of our moderators do it, so anybody in blue, including myself. And occasionally, I will leave messages in the chat from my personal account. My name is Kevin K, in case you want to connect with me personally. And then, like I said, everybody's free to make whatever playlist swapping arrangements you'd like to amongst each other. So we've been looking at Jade and Sue for a little while now, and I'm going to think about adding some channels onto our wheel. The way that the wheel works is once you've been here for at least 20 minutes or so, and you are connecting with other creators and having a good time and this and that, and I know you've spent some time and you're engaging with everybody, then I add your name to the wheel. The wheel is completely random, as you can imagine. Once I spin the wheel and your name comes up, if you're still here, then I put you up on the screen. I'm going to get Cooking with Q and More on here right now. I accidentally did something there. I don't know what I did. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Figure it out after. Yoga with Mo, thank you for coming in. And the Triplet family is still hanging out, so let's get the Triplet family up on the wheel as well. Let's get Cyberlife up there. Carrie Beth is hanging out. And I will spin the wheel. Where's Carrie Beth? I'll spin the wheel in a few moments, or I'll spin the wheel right now, and then I'll think about adding some more names in a few moments. So Michael's Adventures is going to be the first channel up today. And Michael's Adventures is somebody who's absolutely willing to swap playlists because we are actually in the middle of doing it right now. Michael has connected with me both here on Tuber Chat and on my personal channel. And we're going to see if my computer is completely frozen, which it might be. Yeah. Okay, so something's flying all over the place here. We will get our affairs in order in a moment. Here we go. As you can imagine, I really give my computer a workout. I've got, I don't know how many, 5 browsers open right now with multiple tabs in each one. Michael's Adventures is down here. As our channels grow, we end up climbing farther up the search results when we have a popular name. Michael's Adventures is obviously a very popular, easy to remember name. So as time goes on, by the time you have your 1,000 subscribers, I'm sure you'll be coming up first. As long as you're staying active as well. So you are extremely active, but I know that already. I was skimming through a few of your things today just to check it out. I was looking through the, you did a test, and then you did Michael, and is it Paula? Do I remember that right, or am I making a mistake? Yeah, Paula, yep. Michael and Paula, 3. You've actually got a handful of these that I noticed, including a test one that was much earlier. So you got a lot of stuff on here. And that's interesting. Oh, thank you very much, Blur Sunset, for sharing on Twitter. What that means is I'll be adding you into our, I will be adding you into our Twitter list. So maybe what I'll do, let me see what, break the Tuber chat. So if you look at Tuber Chat on Twitter, you will see I'm likely logged into the wrong account here. So that's okay. What we will do is we click on these 3 dots here, and you go to View Lists. These are lists that are run by Twitter. And all it really is groups of other Twitter users so that you can watch all of their activity together if you want to in a separate feed from your regular feed. And then when you click up here to members, you will see all the people who have been included in my Tuber Chat Stars Twitter list. What that allows you to do is that you can follow these people very easily. And I've labeled it YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others, because that's exactly what they've done for us. So I want to help them get a little bit of more exposure for their Twitter accounts in a small way of paying us back for the fact that they've mentioned us or tweeted for us or retweeted us or what have you. So Zach Dubose, thanks for coming in. I think this is your first time here, so welcome. And basically what we're doing here is we're very focused on quality connections, trying to introduce you to other creators that will help you get beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. There's a very explicit process that we use, and the instructions are always at the bottom of the screen here, but I will probably remind everybody several times. My computer is just burning up right now, so you have to be patient with me, and hopefully we'll get this in. So JD Knight 7 just walked in. JD Knight is on our Twitter list that I was just showing you. As you can see, Michael's Adventures has swapped with Tuber Chat on the featured channels collaboration that I was talking about. Let me just see if there's something that I'm doing that's incorrect here. You'll have to forgive me. My my whole machine is extremely slow. The problem is where we are is very, very hot, and I have an air conditioner running, but it doesn't seem to be doing enough of a good job here. Let me spin the wheel and get another channel up, and then I'm going to take off for a second and do something to get this stuff working a little bit better for us. Okay, so Kristen Walton will be up right now. This is my love, one of our moderators. Do you mind just looking to see if the thing is, anything's wrong with it, if it's not connected?
Yeah, I know. I was on it before, but it's just because there's so much heat.
Is it blowing the way it's supposed to, and the hose has not come off the back again? Maybe we could just, if you don't mind, the blinds, close them. And that'll stop any more sun from coming in. Whether that'll help or not, I don't know.
Do you want a fan coming from behind to cool back the computer?
I don't know if that will. I don't know if that will help. It's probably okay. It's probably okay the way it is. Thank you, though. So. Turned it off for a second.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is Kristen. This is who I'm talking to about air conditioners right now. Forgive me, I was behind in the chat there. So a few more people have come in. I didn't mean to not welcome you, or my computer is just so slow today. Sincerely, M, thank you for coming in. I did say hi to Yoga with Mo when she got here. The Triplet family's still hanging out with us. Aisha, thank you for coming in. Oh, did you? Aisha must have given us a raid.
Yeah.
And oh, thank you so much. Wow, that's incredible. So for anybody who's coming from Aisha, Thank you very much for that. I'm going to put Aisha's channel up next so we can just have a look at it. But thank you very much for that. It really helps creators when those of us who live stream, we're about to finish, and then we rate each other's channels and give everybody something there. So hopefully we can bring some value to everybody who's come over from Aisha's channel. We will help you get some new friends and family members. It's very simple. The instructions are at the bottom of the screen. And what I'll do is I'll put Aisha up right now. And then we will, I'll describe the process of how we connect with each other. Kristen absolutely does have Instagram. Might be on the front of her page. So this is Aisha. This is somebody who's given us a raid for today. So thank you very much for this. Welcome to everybody who's come in from Aisha's channel. We want to help you get some new friends and family members. The way that we do that is we visit a channel one by one. You can reach out to anybody that you want to in the chat. The best idea is to go first. Please don't be shy. Everybody's here to connect. We all want to connect with each other. Basically, you just watch a short video in full, and it must be at least a minute long. And the reason why is so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. And then you leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video while you're watching it. Sorry, I'm making notes for myself here. And then once you've left a meaningful comment, it should be at least a couple of sentences long so that it gets by the YouTube spam filters. And then you give the creator a thumbs up, always. And if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then you come back into the chat here and just leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you have connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. And in that way, we make sure our connections stick. So Shauna Crazy Life, thank you for coming in. It's your first time here, and I'm very happy that you've come in. Please don't be shy. Everybody in the chat is willing to connect with you. And we're very focused here at Tuber Chat on quality connections, loyal and dedicated supporters who will continue to come back and watch your videos, give you meaningful comments, always thumbs up, and all the other things that we all need as growing YouTubers, not just in the coming days, but hopefully weeks, months, and eventually years. And as we continue Tuber Chat for today, and you hear the stories I tell about the different creators that come through, you'll start to see that we have a lot of dedicated and loyal supporters here in the house, people who you can follow and will follow you back for months and months. This is Cooking with Q and More, and it's a perfect time for me to feature this channel because it goes right along with what I'm saying right now. Cooking with Q and More has been connected with me for about 6 months now, maybe even longer. And that's both on my personal channel as well as here on Tuber Chat. And Cooking with Q and More is very much inspirational in the creation of Tuber Chat. This is one of the 2 channels, along with the Hoops Family Network, which you see here, who introduced me to the concept of all the things that we're talking about right now, and this community, partially responsible for my rapid growth over the last many months. In January of this year, I only had 200 subscribers on my personal channel, but by April, I had crossed 1,100. And now we're able to help lots of creators do that even faster, but still in a meaningful and strong and solid way. Cooking with Q and More is the kind of creator who, first of all, will help anybody at all in any way that he can, but as well as swapping playlists and introducing you to other quality, dedicated, and loyal creators. So hopefully everybody is having a good time connecting with each other. And again, please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody you want in the chat. The best idea is always to go first. We're all here for the same thing. Thailand Mick, it's great to see you again. If this is a place where we help creators nurture new relationships so that they can build their channels on a strong and solid foundation, meeting quality, loyal, and dedicated supporters who will continue to come back, watch videos, leave comments, thumbs up, and all those other good things in the coming not only weeks, but hopefully months and years. So if there's anything that I can do to help you grow your channel, if you'd like that, then by all means, reach out to anybody in the chat. I always have my instructions at the bottom of the screen, and I repeat myself many times as those creators who've been with me we're on episode 26 right now, have heard me repeat the same things over and over and over many, many times. But hopefully everybody catches the idea that we're very much focused on building all of our channels on a strong and solid foundation. And thank you again to Aisha, who was the last channel that I put up on the screen there, for rating us today. What that means is that she was live, and then as she closed her live stream down, she sent everybody over here. And we really appreciate that kind of dedication and loyalty. Triplet family, I do have you on the wheel. Carrie Beth is on the wheel. Michael's Adventures, we looked at already. Did we look at Michael Adventures channel? Yes, of course we did. I wanted to make sure I'm not mistaken that we didn't. Georgia Bulldogs was our featured channel from yesterday. So we're going to get that back up on the screen. Dana Kirby Queen has been with us for a while. And Jaden Sue is our featured channel for today. So we looked at that when we started. What I do is basically after you've been here for about 20 minutes or so, and I know that you're connecting and meeting other creators and things like that, then I add you onto the wheel. When the wheel spins, it's completely random, as you see right here. When your name comes up, as long as you're still here in the chat, I put you up on the screen, and then we talk about your channel for a couple of minutes, if that is what you would like. So this is the Triplet family. This is somebody who's been back with us again and again here on Tuber Chat. And one of our featured channels, as a matter of fact, just from about a week ago. So because of our the unbelievable heat where I am, the computer is just being a little bit slower than is ideal. So hopefully you can bear with me and be patient, and I'll appreciate it as we continue looking at channels here. Triplet family is very close to 800 now, and that basically is when you start to know your 1,000 is right around the corner. So I'm happy for you to be at that level. Hopefully we can push you a little bit farther today and get you some new friends and family members. One of the things that the Triplet family has done is the featured channel collaboration, which is something I describe all the time. And what you can do there is you can feature channels on the front of your YouTube page. And often you'll look at it and it looks like it's limited to 10, but it's not. You can have actually much more than that. YouTube randomly shows 10 at a time. What this does is it basically says to your audience, as well as the algorithms, that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you in return, they are saying to their audiences, as well as the YouTube algorithm, that you are worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has, both on the YouTube algorithms and on each other's audiences. So it's a great collaboration that anybody can make. And we're lucky that the Triplet family had added Tuber Chat, and now we have turned around and done the same thing for them. They also have a couple of other influential channels here, and you can see what I mean when I talk about ASMR with Dominique and MJ&J Family Mukbangs. They are channels that are regularly here with us at Tuber Chat and the kind of creators that I describe all the time. Mishana, thanks for coming in. We're now connected both on Tuber Chat and on my personal channel. So I'll leave a message in the chat from my personal channel, and you can connect with me if you'd like to as well.
Aisha said, please let Kevin know I wasn't live. Carolina Hillbilly 1961 was live and was looking for a place to drop off 19 people.
Oh, okay.
So
thank you, Aisha. Yes, Kristen just walked in the room to let me know. I had skipped over your message. I didn't mean to do that. But thank you very much. So Carolina Hillbilly 1961 was gracious enough to allow Aisha to send over everybody from that channel. So Aisha, I still appreciate what you did, and I will give my thanks to Carolina Hillbilly 1961 by visiting their channel actually right now. And then I will make an arrangement to make sure that I connect with them. And then I'll get back to spinning the wheel. Am I pronouncing that right? We'll see you in a second. I mean spelling. So there it is. So this is obviously a channel that's doing fairly well over 4,000 subscribers, well on their way. I wonder if I already know this channel. I might already be connected on my personal channel, but I can't be certain. I feel like I recognize it, but I can't be sure. And then what I'm going to do, because I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is add one of their videos into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. I will leave them a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. And then I will give them the thumbs up and I will subscribe. And then that way I will make sure that the connection sticks, because we always want to be doing it the right way. And then so once again, how do you feature this channel on yours? Are you talking about adding a channel into your featured channels list the way I keep describing? If that's what you mean, Mishana, just let me know and I will show you how to do it right now. I'll spin the wheel and we'll get another channel up here. And there it is, Georgia Bulldogs. So this is our featured channel from yesterday. Yes, okay, so I'll show you how to do it. Georgia Bulldogs. Take off the wheel, I'll add it up, and I'll add some more names to the wheel in a moment. I'll add Aisha right now. Oh, we looked at Aisha's channel, so that's okay. Mr. Nast, thank you for coming in. I hope you hear the sincerity in my excitement to see you coming into the chat today. Rosa Johansson, thank you for coming in. This is another channel that is a previously featured channel for Tuber Chat. Oh, please never apologize for being late. I appreciate every minute that you can possibly spend while we're live streaming. Again, my computer is just the slowest it's ever been today, so everybody's got to kind of bear with me while we wait it out. Georgia Bulldogs will come up in a second. And as we've seen over the last several weeks, Georgia Bulldogs is climbing up the search results. It used to be a little bit farther down. Stand outside the class for being late with a chair on top of your head? Yeah. Can't tell you how much time I spent in my grade school years outside the classrooms. Okay, so here we go, Georgia Bulldogs. Now you see that they have done the featured channels arrangement as well. And very graciously, Georgia Bulldogs has added Tuber Chat as well as myself and Kristen and Kira. So that's extremely generous, and we have returned the favor, of course. But I'm going to show you how to do that as well. We'll get back to Georgia Bulldogs channel in a second. So the way that we do it is we just go here to your channel. And while you're looking at your own channel and you're logged in, you'll see these buttons that say Customize Channel and YouTube Studio. So, of course, we're going to customize channel. Run off to the canteen, yeah. No doubt. Phil Reeve, thank you for coming in. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. It's great to see you here. I think this is your first time at Tuber Chat. Hopefully we're going to help you find some new friends and family members here. We take all of our new relationships very seriously, and the instructions are just at the bottom of the screen. So we want you to have fun with it. Don't be shy. Everybody here is willing to connect with you. So the best idea is just to go first, reach out to anybody in the chat, and follow those instructions, and you'll be able to connect. I'll describe the process in a few minutes. So basically what we do is we click on this little edit button, and we want to edit the module. This is a module for the web page called the Featured Channels. You can change this title on the Featured Channels list. If you ever look at It's Me Wanston Yes Honey, he has changed the name. And then basically all you need to do is take a channel like Georgia Bulldogs here. So forgive me, Georgia Bulldogs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete you and I'll put you back on. So what we do is we grab the URL of the channel, which is up here in the bar, and we copy, go back to the module, and we dump it here into the URL field. Wait a second for my computer to catch up, and it will copy and paste it in there, hopefully. There's a very important next step that you want to do every time you're sharing your channel URL anywhere on the internet at all. And I don't know the truth as to whether it has impact in this particular case, but it doesn't matter. We do it anyway. So we type $sub_confirmation equals 1. And what that does in a lot of cases is it sends somebody to the channel and then gives them a pop-up box that says, do you want to subscribe to this creator right now? And they only have a choice of saying yes or no. So the chances are you're going to get a lot more subscribers right from the first visit than you otherwise would have. And as you see, Georgia Bulldogs has been added into the featured channels list. It's very important if you have more than 10 channels to turn on this shuffle button. And what that does is it makes sure that every time YouTube shows your channel, it shows a different collection of 10 channels in the featured channels list. So I'm happy to show that. And Mishana, if you want to get that done, then hopefully this has been enough of a description for you to be able to do it pretty easily. Mr. Nas. And then as you see, we've got a list of featured channels, but it's completely random because I don't know how many we have now. It could be 20, but I love to do it. It's a wonderful collaboration people can make. Oh, thank you very much, Phil Riri. Okay, so I really appreciate that. I appreciate you coming in to support. You have to know then that what this is, what Tuber Chat is, and what this live stream is it's meant for people to connect with each other. So it's up to you what you want to do. If you feel like grabbing some extra subscribers, if you ever want to put up some content and grow a channel, you'll have a bit of a head start. If you don't want to, that's fine too. But you will likely find a lot of creators reaching out to you for the purpose of subscribing because that's what we do here. But either way, I appreciate you being here. And as you see, when I refresh the page, the featured channels list changes and that continues on and on. So I'm going to hit this and I'm just going to pause it and we'll see Georgia Bulldogs for another second before I spin the wheel. Mr. Nass, if somebody was running around my classroom, I would think it's the funniest thing. So, yes, here we are. Georgia Bulldogs, like I said, is another channel who has done the featured channels collaboration. If you have featured Tuber Chat or myself on your front page and I don't know about it, please let me know so that I can return the favor because I absolutely do that with both channels. We're happy to do it. And so let's spin the wheel and see who's going to come up now. Thank you, Thailand Mick. Yeah, by all means. So the more people that you connect with, when you come back into the chat and let them know that you've connected, they will likely turn around and do the same thing for you. And all we do is follow those simple instructions at the bottom of the screen. We visit a channel like Dana Kirby Queen here, and then we watch a short video in full. It should be at least a minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithm. And then we leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video. Should be at least a couple of sentences long so that it doesn't get caught by the YouTube spam filters. Give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody in Tuber Chat. Then you come back into the chat here, give a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and they can do the same thing for you. The reason why we follow this specific procedure, not just in Tuber Chat, but in all live streams that are like this, is because one of the saddest things is if you come in here one day and you pick up 10 or 20 new family members, and then tomorrow you wake up and you find out that 10 of them are gone. It's not because they unsubscribed. It's because they didn't follow the procedure to connect properly, or you didn't. It could be both ends. And then YouTube purges and takes away subscriptions that it doesn't think are valid. So Dana Kirby Queen here is another channel who's been back with us again and again and again. For instance, she's got lots of different material for everybody to connect with, but she's got a perfect size video right here at 1 minute and 59 seconds. It's nice and short. You can watch that video in full and leave a meaningful comment with that. Very, very simple to do. So Kiera Zivera, thank you for mentioning that. We're all in the same community here. A lot of people use the term small YouTuber. We use it in all of our marketing material and the title of our videos because it's such a popular term on YouTube. So if I was just to say content creator support, we wouldn't have nearly as many people here finding us as I do when I use the term small YouTubers. But what our goal is to help you grow your channel and build a strong and solid foundation so that you can get whatever it is that you want out of YouTube. Most people have monetization on their radar, which takes 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, and we can help you with both of those things directly by connecting other creators with you for long-term, loyal, and dedicated support by subscribing to one another, but then as well with watch hours by doing things like swapping playlists, making those arrangements with each other. So hopefully you'll meet a lot of new friends and family members today, and then we'll see you back again after. We will be streaming on Sunday and Monday at the same time. So Blur Sunset is coming up now. Let me just make sure that you're still here if I can. I'll put the channel up anyway, and then if you're still here, I'll leave it up. If not, then I'll just move on to the next one. I'll add some more names into our wheel. Looks like everybody's having a good time connecting to each other here in the chat. And I'm just going to make sure we've got the right channel here, Blur Sunset. Oh, that might be you both. You might have started an older channel and then decided to use this one instead. I'm just assuming that's still you. So since Blur Sunset is a brand new channel for you for Tuber Chat, I am going to. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take this video here, which is just a stream test video, safe to watch later. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I will leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that particular stream test video. And then I will give you a thumbs up and I will subscribe, of course. And then that way I'll make sure that the connection sticks because we always want to be doing it the right way. So let me think about adding a few more names to our wheel. And then I will spin. Thank you very much, Phil, for saying that, and hopefully you're subscribed and you will catch us again, and we'll look forward to having you here the next time, especially if you want to meet some new friends and family members. And then hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. Yeah, Georgia Bulldogs. So you see this Blur Sunset. What happened when I was looking for this channel, YouTube wants to show you a different spelling of the word blur. I'll go back to what the search results showed me so that you can find it for yourself. Maybe I can ask Kristen to get the link for Blur Sunset and drop it. So you see what happens when we search for Blur Sunset, YouTube wants to show us Blue Sunset, which is not correct. So you have to click this, search instead for Blur Sunset, and it comes right up. But if you can, if Kristen can drop the link for Blur Sunset, we'll find it even faster. And then that'll be great. And I will think about adding some more names to the wheel, like Life Through Our Eyes 303, who is always with us and spends a lot of time. There's Blur Sunset right there. We've looked at Dana Kirby Queen. Yoga with Mo is another channel that has been featured with us here at Tuber Chat and spent a lot of time with us. We looked at Aisha, Jaden Sue is our featured channel from yesterday, or from today. Sorry, from today. Zach Dubose, are you still here, Zach? Gary Beth is already on the wheel. I'll put Zach Dubose up for now, if it comes up. I've done that at times too, put somebody on the wheel twice. That was funny. Could be an extra chance to win there. Rosa Johansson is another channel that was featured by us at one point. Shenzhen Zen back with us again, and JD Knight 7 is one of our Tuber Chat stars and a previous featured channel here at Tuber Chat as well. So let's get you on there. I'll spin the wheel and we'll think about adding a few more names shortly. So Yoga with Mo is going to come up. Yoga with Mo is a channel that's been with us for quite some time on Tuber Chat. It could have even been since the beginning. She spent a lot of time here with us, and I was happy to have her. I was happy to have her featured not too long ago. Mr. Naz is just running around the class, so that's okay. I like a little bit of chaos. And then Past Life Explorer is back. Thank you very much for coming in. Ducking Entertainment channel has returned, so thank you very much as well for coming in. You know, as we get, as we grow and as we find more, follow more and more channels, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. So I appreciate every moment that you spend with us here at Tuber Chat and with myself personally. What was I looking for here? Okay, this is Yoga with Mo. This is another channel that has a lot of other highly respected channels on our featured channels list, particularly Brown Girl Bella and Vern's Junk Closet. As a matter of fact, I was on a panel with Vern's Junk Closet last week, and Yoga with Mo came on the panel, and we were talking about the same kind of things, talking about business and this and that. Mr. Nass, if you would like to, I would absolutely always appreciate anybody featuring either Tuber Chat or my own channel. And if you want to do that, I'm happy to feature you back as well. I know you're not as interested, pardon me, in connecting and growing as fast as I would love for anybody to do if they wanted to, but you're always welcome to. I'm happy to do anything that I can that helps anybody with any channel at all, but especially when you're willing to do something like that for me. So if you want to feature either myself or Tuber Chat, I'll have a look after, and then I'll be happy to return that favor if you don't mind me doing it for you also. So Yoga with Mo is here, and then, okay, I don't think, I'm going to see if I can find something on the side here. I'm going to try to get that link for Blur Sunset. It's going to take me just a second to find. I'm doing it in another window that you don't see over there. My computer is just a little slower than usual. The heat has got it working on all cylinders. So I'm just hopping off for 1 second here. There's the link for Blur Sunset for anybody that wants to connect with them. I just dropped it from the Tuber Chat account. And then let me just have a quick look for my personal channel. Thank you, Mr. Nats, and I will return the favor for you absolutely ASAP. I saw Padia MD come in, I believe, and Rosa Johansson is still with us. Yeah, there you are, Patty MD. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate all the support you've been giving me lately, both here and on my personal channel. If you want to connect with people, that's kind of what we're doing here. Lots of people will be interested in connecting with you as well. And then, okay, so I'm just noticing conversation in the chat. There are a handful of people who've been here from the beginning and should be pretty well versed in connecting properly. So, for instance, JD Knight 7 is a channel that has been featured by Tuber Chat, and we have and obviously shares for us all the time and this and that, and should absolutely be good when it comes to connecting the right way. As Michael Adventures, I know, is from recently connecting as well. So we all have to do whatever we can to make sure these connections are being done right and sticking. But hopefully most of the time when you hear me talk about different channels, you'll know that these guys are, notice that you'll, hopefully by the stories that I tell and the things that I say about different channels, you'll know that they're good and definitely worthy of connecting. Let's get Carrie Beth up there. And I'll just do another check. Yeah, Carrie Beth is right there. This is a dynamic creator who I was saying a lot of pleasant things about yesterday. So I really appreciate the fact that you've come back again. Carrie is a loyal and dedicated supporter, as well as a dynamic content creator. I expect very big things from her and from this channel. And that I've probably been saying since the beginning. But she is, she does just a spectacular job on her, like, even look at this, her channel art, you know, is telling you right there, new video every Wednesday. She's got incredible thumbnails. Oh, and I'm absolutely flattered and flabbergasted to know that, so Carrie Beth has featured some of us on the front of her channel as well. I just want to go back and have a quick look at that, and I'm going to show everybody your thumbnails and stuff. So I met Carrie through the Hoops Family Network, who is here with us all the time as well. And I just want to make a note of these things. She's probably been put in Hoops Family Network Shout Out Saturday videos a number of times. I won't be surprised to find that out. RC Mania Ireland UK. Thank you very much for coming in. I know it's been a while, but I'm glad to see you back. So thank you very much for that. And then I just wanted to show you again. So Carrie Beth, not to mention you're on Instagram, Twitter. I might try to remember that and connect with you on Instagram as well. And then I just want to show everybody, look how long this has been. But right out of the gate, Carrie Beth has had these engaging, beautiful thumbnails that, like, the branding and the image of her channel has not changed from the beginning. You can see here, yes, she's tried a few different methods, a few different layouts for her thumbnails, but it doesn't matter which one you see. If you were to see that in a YouTube search result, you would know it was her instantly. So this is great. I just love the presentation that she has. Not to mention, like I said, she's a dynamic and entertaining creator to watch, but as well is loyal and dedicated, a true supporter, in that I met her so many months ago and is still here now, not to mention connected to me both on the Tuber Chat channel now and on my personal channel as well. So I really appreciate everything that you have done already, Carrie. I'm very excited about that, and I'm going to make sure that we get that you're going to be featured both on my personal channel and on Tuber Chat. I'll make sure that I get that done ASAP when we are done here. So let me spin the wheel, and I can say some more pleasant things about another channel. Here we are, KJD Night 7. This is a channel that was previously featured by Tuber Chat. Oh, that's okay, Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah, I know this weekend we're catching you at dinner time every day, but that's okay. I'm glad for every moment that you're able to spend with us either way. And then hopefully when you, we might still be on when you're done, and you might catch a few more friends and family members before we finish today. GD Night 7's been pretty active, obviously. We see the videos coming up in the search results right away. And I'm glad to see everybody having a good time and connecting with each other. That's great. So JD Night 7 always shares for us, and this is you know, a very generous, not to mention dedicated and loyal supporter. Very well connected, obviously on the internet, all the social networks, but also a dynamic creator with a lot of different stuff to watch. Here we go. Callous Fitspiration. Yeah, it's a little bit tougher on a phone to tag everybody. Obviously, you can't do it with the @ symbol. Now, my understanding is that if you do the @ symbol and you type the full name, then it does tag, but I can't be 100% sure about that because I have not tried. Why don't we settle that right now? I'm going to tell you right now if it's going to work. I will go on my personal account and I will try to tag Callous Fitspiration. See what happens. So I got to get into our video that we're watching right now. And you know, while we're doing all this stuff, if anybody has questions or something that you think I could possibly help you with when it comes to technical details of YouTube or anything like that, I'm happy to answer questions, even if we have to wait a little while and do it at the end of the stream or at the beginning of the stream. Sister Diva, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate you coming in and visiting us again and again. And then, so when I pull up the channel, I get into episode number 26, which we're watching right now. Lots of feedback there, which is great. So I am going to type the @ symbol along with Callous Fitspiration, all in capital letters, and we'll see. I'll just leave a short message that says cheers. Unfortunately, I'm doing that in capital letters, but we'll see right now if that tagged. So Callous Fitspiration, if you don't mind letting me know if that actually showed up for you in the orange or red color, whatever we want to call it, that usually does. Yeah, there you go. So it's unfortunate. On a phone, yes, you have to type the @ symbol and you have to type the entire name, including spaces, with proper capital, I think. Mr. Nass, yes. If you do have a question, I'd be happy to answer it if I can. Okay, sorry, Rosa Johansson. This is another previously featured channel who has spent a generous amount of time with us here at Tuber Chat. Oh, Cyberlife, you're working on videos again. That's great. Still got you on the wheel. You've been on the wheel the whole time. So hopefully your luck will come up pretty soon. This is Rosa Johansson. $881 subscribers. So what that means, I don't know how everybody else feels about it. I know there's a lot of people in the chat who are not quite at the 1,000 subscribers yet. We have all different numbers between us all. And I can tell you that as you get a little bit closer, once you hit, for me on my personal channel, once it was about 700, it started to feel real. It started to feel like I'm actually going to have that 1,000 anytime. Now, for those of you who don't already know, I'm a professional channel manager. I manage other channels for other people as well. I have millions of views, thousands of subscribers, and this and that, but it's different when it's your own thing. So I'm happy to share all that knowledge with everybody. Kay Renee, thanks for coming in. Light and Edits, thank you for coming in. I think this is your first time here. Forgive me for not being able to read your first message without the help of Google Translate, but I appreciate that you're here, and I do appreciate you saying good morning to everybody. And then I'm glad everybody is having a good time connecting. You're likely going to meet lots of new friends and family members here. And it's very simple. I have instructions at the bottom of the screen, but basically the way that we do it, we visit a channel like Rosa Johansson here, and we watch a short video in full. It should be at least a minute long, and that is so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. And then we leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video while we watch it. We give the creator a thumbs up always, and if you enjoy their content, then you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then you come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So hopefully you'll have a good time. Please don't be shy. Everybody is here to connect. Everybody wants to connect with you. Just take your time, have fun with it. The best idea is to go first and reach out to somebody, and then they will return, and everybody's pretty much up to speed with the way that we do things here. Most of the people in the chat have been with us more than once and are very much versed in the process. And as you hear me tell the different stories about the different creators that I put on the screen, you will know that it is, there are people that you're going to want to connect with. I enjoy Mr. Daz's commentary in the chat. So as I'm just going to look at if I can add a few more names into our list here, if there's anybody that I haven't included in the list that should be. Miss Shanna, I don't think I put you on here yet today, did I? Forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't think we looked at you today. I know we did yesterday. Shen Zen Zen. Is on there. Okay, I already did put you on. Ducking Entertainment Channel can certainly go on, and I think Zach DeBose just hasn't come up yet. So here we go. I'll spin the wheel, and we will think about adding some more names again in a few moments. Yeah, Callus Fitspiration, I will be changing the times regularly. So for tomorrow and Monday, we'll be at the same time as today and yesterday. But next weekend, I might change the times again. And there's a bit of a reason for that. So one of the reasons is so that we can expose Tuber Chat to different people. When I do it much earlier, when I was doing it like last weekend, all 6 hours earlier, we're able to catch a lot of people from different parts of the world. But in, let's say, North America, this is a much more reasonable time. So I expect to have different people in and out of the chat. As I change the times, I know not everybody's going to be able to make it, and it's unfortunate because I can only stream, you know, a couple hours a day and this and that. But hopefully you will be exposed to many more different people. My interest is making sure that you maximize your impact while you're here. And by giving you more and more people to connect with, hopefully that's going to really build you a diverse yet strong and solid foundation for your channel. And it goes for all of us as well. It goes for Tuber Chat as well. We can expose ourselves to different people at different times, but we also experiment to see what's the most popular times for everybody, where everybody has the best time connecting and things like that. And so here's CyberLife. So CyberLife spends a good handful of time with us, and that's a wonderful channel art banner that you've got because you've described exactly what you've got going on, tips and tricks, reviews, tutorials, and more. Perfect. Mr. Nass. You can take a vowel. I'm actually on a iMac, mine's quite old. It's a 2011 iMac, but the thing still works, still chugs along. It's my main machine. It's the desktop model. It's not very powerful. It's not like one of the, I didn't pay thousands and thousands of dollars for it or anything like that. I did buy it brand new a long time ago, and it has served me well all this time. But because the Mac is an all-in-one, the cam is built in. So the cam is just what is included with the iMac. And then I have a green screen, which I should do a review of one of these days, which Kristen gave me for Valentine's Day. It's probably the most romantic gift I've ever received, so I'm very excited about it. Hopefully everybody's enjoying it. And then what I'm able to do, I'll show you my, can I show you my StreamYard window? There's a StreamYard window. And then so what I could do is I could change these backgrounds. And as you see, these ones come with StreamYard. And then I have the Tuber Chat background that I used to always use. Play around with that. And then when we have our featured channels, like yesterday was Georgia Bulldogs. And today is Jade and Sue. It'll take a second for it to connect. But then you see how those pop in behind me. Yeah, maybe I played around with it too much and the computer doesn't like it. My computer's chugging along just because it's so hot today too. I have air conditioning and this and that, but it's just something else where we are. And then Nails by Nicole has come in, so thank you very much, Nails by Nicole. I'm glad to see Thailand Mick is connecting with people. I'm glad to see Carrie Beth is having a good time connecting with people. And then, so hopefully, is my thing going to work here or what? I froze my window. So hopefully it's going to come back and everything will be fine. I have to assume that you can still hear me because I can't tell. It's my StreamYard window that crashed on me. It looks like we're still in business. And Jade and Sue is in our background, as they should be. And I must have knocked my computer at some point. There we go. Not going to see me in a baseball cap for very much longer. We live in Niagara Falls, Ontario, and things opened up this week. Nails by Nicole, thanks for sharing. Things opened up for us, so we're able to go and have meals in restaurants as long as it's outside on a patio. I actually did a live stream yesterday while I was out with Kristen and her daughter Kira and my son Jeremy, and we enjoyed a meal outdoors. But as well, the hair salons have opened up now. The only thing is trying to get an appointment. Yeah, Windows for sure. And then and thank you, Thailand Mick, for letting me know that you can hear. And then, so if you want to check out that live stream, we did that, and I will try to get a haircut by next weekend. That'll be the end of my beautiful Toronto Blue Jays baseball cap. Kristen wants to run her fingers through my luscious locks.
I do.
Life Through Our Eyes 303 is another channel that's been back with us again and again. And I should remind everybody, if you want to get the most out of everything that we're doing with Tuber Chat, then one of the best things you can do is sign up for the email list at tuberchat.com, where I will soon be sending out emails. It's just me that sends them, but it will be not more than once a week. But just to let you know everything that we're doing so you can maximize your impact even when we're not live streaming, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Reddit, or through our Twitter list, or other methods. I'll keep you informed and let you know every single way that you can keep your relationships going with creators so that your channel can stick on a strong and solid foundation. So this is Life Through Our Eyes 303. And Joe Dewing, thanks for coming in again. And it looks like everybody's still having a good time connecting with each other, so that's great. Pardon me for 1 second. I remember we were talking about this yesterday because I saw this video for the Apple turnovers. It's got a lot of good stuff here, so happy to see that. So Joe Dewing, I know you've been here before, and I hope that you have found some new friends and family members. But, okay, so Life Through Our Eyes 303, you're saying you need help with the banner, you need to add words. So I did a live stream on my personal channel. Let me leave a message in case you want to connect with that. And that was on, it's called Channel Reviews. So you'll see it. It's a big blue thumbnail, and it says Channel Reviews on it. And what I basically did was I just did a live stream where anybody could ask me any questions that they want. For those of you who don't know, I am a professional channel manager. This is how I started on YouTube several years ago. Now I run my own channels as well, of course. I have millions of views, thousands of subscribers on other channels, and thousands of dollars coming in and stuff like this, which is great. But those are the channels I manage, not mine. Mine are growing. But one of the things we did in the Channel Reviews video live stream is I actually went on Canva, which I had not done by myself before, because I'm a graphic designer, so I use Photoshop and things like this. But I know that Canva is free, and I know that it's easy. So I decided to do it, and we actually made a banner right then and there. Pardon me. And it's even easier than I thought it was. They have a million templates. It's all ready to go. And all you do is click, change the text, change the colors if you want, or the picture, and you're ready to go. So if you'd like to do that, then I can do that with you today at the end of the live stream. Before we finish today, we'll go and do something like that. I'll show you how it's done if you want. But otherwise, you can watch that live stream and see what you think about that. At some point in the hopefully very near future, I will start doing tutorials that will be very clear and concise on Tuber Chat. Not the long-winded speeches that I like to give everybody while we're live streaming, but very clear, very crisp, so that you can get things done very quickly and really maximize your time while you're working on that. So we'll all be looking forward to a new channel art banner from Life Through Our Eyes 303 very soon. Yeah, Canva is an app as well as a website. I do it through the website, of course, but apparently you can do it through the app, and it's so easy I couldn't even believe it. So there you go. So yeah, let me know, and if there's any other further help that I can give you with it, then just let me know, and maybe I'll do something special. Izzy's Life Vlogs, thanks for coming in. I know that you asked me to check out a video, and I know you were trying to push to have it a lot of views in the first beginning hours, so forgive me because I haven't got to it yet, but I did notice that, and I definitely will go have a look. I think that's what you were talking about with the new series, Life with a Disability Part 1. You were talking about the idea of maybe making that a series, and it looks like you've done it, so I will absolutely go and have a look and see what you've come up with. And then, yeah, it's my pleasure, Life Through Our Eyes 303. I truly want to help everybody as much as I can. What I really wish, it's not that I think, you know, of course, that I know everything or anything like that at all. Quite the opposite. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. I've actually met a lot of people here in Tuber Chat, and we have now become friends outside. We talk either on Instagram, some on the phone, some on Facebook, stuff like this, where we talk about different things. And I learn from people all the time. What I wish is just to take what I already know, and the fact that I've been an internet and marketing guy for 20, 30 years, whatever it is right now, then give you as much good information as I can so that you can add it to what you already know and the things you're going to continue to learn, and then you can make the right decisions for your own channel. There are a lot of answers that are right for everybody, but there are also some that truly are not. You have to make the right decisions. As we all grow and our channels get bigger, you develop instinct and you start to know what's right for you. The idea is not to find out what you're doing wrong. We can all beat each other and ourselves up all day over that. What you want to do is find out what you're doing right so that you can do a lot more of that. And that's what I wish to help you with. So Mr. Naz has an idea, and I'm sure it's going to be an entertaining one. And then Georgia Bulldog says at the end of the stream they will have a question, so that's fine. Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Naz. As long as it's family friendly, we're open to all ideas here. And then I'll spin the wheel and I'll think about adding a couple more names to it. Zach Dubose. Okay, let's just make sure that you're still here. I'll put the channel up anyway, and then we'll just see if you're still here, because I know it's been a while. And if not, I'll just move on quickly. Since Zach Dubose is a new connection for Tuber Chat, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. That's okay. What I will do is I will take one of the videos from Zach Dubose here and I will add it into my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list. I will watch the video that I pick in full. Oh, if they have any videos. I accidentally got into playlist there somehow. Let's see what happens here. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to take the next, the latest video, add it into my watch later. That will allow me to go through my watch later list afterwards. I will watch that video in full. I will leave a meaningful comment related to the content of this video. I will give a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe. And in that way, I will make sure that the connection sticks. And just check. Zach was here pretty early, so I think they're gone right now. Yeah, well, you can thank me for that, Mr. Naz, because I know I can talk. And I can really make time fly for people when I do that. So here we go. Ducking Entertainment Channel is another channel that's been back with us again and again. And then we're also, that kind of tells you that they're aggressively growing. I'm very happy to see that you've crossed 1,000 subscribers. So you're actually well patched, which is great. Tree hugging? Everybody loves tree huggers. So here we go. Ducking Entertainment Channel. My computer's just a little bit slow. That's why we're slow today. There's a channel that keeps coming back and back. Once you see that number on your channel, like YouTube used to show you the exact number of subscribers, and they changed it a while back because I think it just makes everybody happier when they push the numbers a slight bit higher. But when this number changes from 1.01 to 1.02, you basically know that's it. You got your 1,000 and you're not going back down, which is fantastic. Thank you, Shenzhen Zen. You're watching your daughter's hair. I've still got your channel ready to come up on the screen at some point. You've been on the wheel for a little while, but I appreciate that very much. Oh, Mr. Naz, in Canada, and at least in Ontario, we're stuck at 2 meters right now. So we'll have to see how we can cope with that. I'm just looking to see what I can do about any more names to be added to the wheel. Light and Edits, are you still here? Let's have a look. I'll take my time here. Yes, Light and Edits looks like they're still here. Let's get you on the wheel. You've been here for quite a while, actually. Past Life Explorer, we haven't looked at today. Is Past Life Explorer still in the house? No, okay, maybe not right now. If they come back, we'll put them on. But Thailand Mick, just saw you, so let's put you on the wheel. Nails by Nicole. I never want to forget, when our moderators come in, I want to make sure our moderators always get on there. They are here for you much more than they are for me. And let's spin the wheel and see what we got going on right now then. Oh, Light and Edits. Okay, perfect. I was just talking about you. So let's get you up and see what you have got going on for us. Are you still here, Thailand Mick? I'm just curious. No problem, Ducking Entertainment Channel. Basically, so the way that the wheel works, I'm always happy to put almost every channel on. In the first, I don't know if it was 12 or 16 episode, whatever it was, of Tuber Chat when we started, I put every single channel up on the screen that came into the chat. And the reason why is because I wanted to let everybody know this is what we're doing and kind of condition the mentality to be this is what they do. They feature channels. Once it got a little bit busier, I said, okay, I'm going to scale it back a little bit because there are some creators who will come in, leave a message, you know, just say hello, but then they'll leave because they either don't like what they see or it's not for them or they're not patient or whatever. There's a million different reasons why somebody may not want to stick around. So I don't want to spend time featuring channels that are here and gone. I want to put the focus more on the channels that I know are wanting to grow and stuff like that. Lets me spend a little bit more time on each channel that way as well. So Light Edits here is a relatively young channel with 48 subscribers, well on the way towards the 100. That must be on your mind. So we're going to try to get you a little bit farther today. What I'm going to do is take one of your videos. I'll take this one here, how to fix DNS isn't responding. This might actually be a good video for me to watch. I love technical stuff. Safe to watch later. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list and I will watch that video in full. I will leave a meaningful comment related to the content of this DNS video. And then I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I will subscribe. And then that way I will make sure that the connection sticks. We always want to make sure we're doing it the right way. So hopefully as well, you're subscribed to Tuber Chat and you have our notifications on. We're going to be back tomorrow and Monday at the same time, but we don't want you to miss any of our future live streams as I do change the times every weekend. So let me see what else I'm going to do here. Okay, Thailand Mick isn't actually here. If Thailand Mix comes back, we'll put them on because they're actually a good supporter. Thailand Mick was both in my personal channel and here. Mente Nambo Vlog, thank you for coming in again. It's nice to see you again. If anybody wants to connect with my personal channel, my name is Kevin K. I just leave messages in the chat from my personal account once in a while if you want to connect with me. And then started to do quite a bit of live streaming on my personal channel, much different than this. A lot of what I'm doing is not quite vlogging, but just walking around my hometown of Niagara Falls. It's one of the 7 wonders of the world, but it's also a very big tourist destination. It's called the honeymoon capital of the world, and I'm very happy to live here, so I try to do a little bit of that. Sometimes I do live streams where we talk a lot more technical detail about YouTube. We talk about the featured channels list, how to make playlists, making channel art, dressing up our front page, analytics, and all that other stuff. And I hope everybody is subscribed because I intend on making very clear and concise tutorials on Tuber Chat here, where I will describe some of the things that everybody needs to know and talk about, which is your analytics and all of the things that I keep reminding everybody of all the time, which is these featured channels, collaboration, swapping playlists, and things like that, so that you can really maximize your impact, especially not when I'm not live streaming. Gingy, thanks for coming back again. I really appreciate you coming and checking us out another time. So let's spin the wheel and see what we got coming on. Nails by Nicole. Nails by Nicole is a very special channel to me, and the reason why is because I've been connected with Nails by Nicole on my personal channel as well as here on Tuber Chat from the beginning. And she's been with me through other experiments where on my personal channel we did a series called Playlist Buddies where we're trying to find ways to gain more watch hours for everybody. and things like this. But Nails by Nicole has come now to Tuber Chat and is our first official moderator. We have the Hoops Family Network and Cooking with Q and More, who've been with Tuber Chat and are inspirational in its creation. And then we have Kristen Welton and her daughter Kira is often here with us as well. They're with me all the time. And but Nails by Nicole is the first official moderator that was added to Tuber Chat. Our moderators are here much more for you than for me, but I do what I can to try to make the job easy so that they can focus on connecting with people the way we all are. When we look at videos, we see that Nails by Nicole is very active. I like the title that you've got here. Queens don't throw shade, we shine. I feel like I saw that the other day. And you've got lots more. You've changed the way you do your thumbnails, eh? So I'm really curious to know how these are performing for you. I'd love to know the thought. I wonder if you know. In the reach tab of your analytics, you have your upside down triangle, which we call a funnel. And what it does is it says how many impressions you get, which means how many times YouTube has put your thumbnail and title out there, whether it's on a search result or on people's subscription feeds or home pages or anything like that. And then there's the click-through rate. I forget if that's exactly what it's called. We'll have to look at it. But anyway, the idea is how well your titles and thumbnails are performing. But Nails by Nicole has a lot of very interesting things here and gorgeous work that she does with fingernails and toenails, things like that. But this stuff, like, I was drawn to her channel. Nails are not my thing, but I just couldn't help but be impressed by the work when I first saw it. And I noticed, okay, maybe I'm wrong about the thumbnails because you've got many different kinds anyway. I just remember seeing these. When I think about your channel, I think about these thumbnails that I always see with the work done. So I'm just curious how those are all performing for you. Like I say, with analytics and things like that, one of the things that you want to look at when you're going over your channel and trying to figure out how to improve and how to get more views and things like that is not necessarily looking at what you're doing wrong, but looking at what you're doing right. So you take your most popular videos and you take the videos with the best click-through rates for your titles and your thumbnails and things like that and try to duplicate that success. That can often be a real help. So let's spin the wheel. We've got Mishana here. Mishana is somebody who's connected with me now on my personal channel as well as on Tuber Chat, which I really appreciate. And again, my computer is just a little bit slower today than usual, just because it's so hot here. I'm literally pushing the limits of it today. So hopefully everybody's still having a good time connecting with each other. Please don't be shy. Everybody's here for the same thing. Everybody wants to connect. The best idea is always to go first. Please don't wait for people to come to you. Mishana is here, so we have done our, I'll double check, but I think we've done our Tuber Chat. I'm gonna look right now. Mishana has put us on the front of her YouTube page. We always return that favor, so I just want to make sure we've done it already. Pardon me while I look at something beside me here. Let me see if Mishana is here. We'll show you how to do this again. So the featured channels list, we go to our home page and we click on Customize Channel. How do I do that, Kevin? Hopefully this is what you're talking about, what we're doing right now, Shenzhen. So we look at our front page, and this is kind of like an old layout, but it doesn't matter. This is the way that YouTube shows us. And it's just my computer slow. That's why we're struggling here, but it'll come up. Now you see this little pen beside the featured channels list here. We want to click that. Mr. Naz, I will appreciate anything that you want to do for me, and I will be happy to return the favor. So really what I'd love is for you to think about what you would like for yourself. If you would like to be featured on both channels, then by all means, and if you would rather not, then that's up to you, but I will be happy to follow your lead in that case. Oh, Phil, Riri, so basically the reason we say that, people, this is not a sub for sub network. And actually, that kind of activity is against YouTube's terms of service and community guidelines. So we don't do any of that. But because we are actually making arrangements to connect with each other, and we are willing to watch each other's videos, give comments, likes, and subscribe to each other, basically we have to dance around the way that we say that. Some people will literally say, hey, would you like to dance? Some people will say, I left a package at your door, which means they've been there and subscribe to you. I would say something like, I've been to your place and left footprints there, and things like that. I know it's quirky, but it's just the way we all have to do it.
But he doesn't have content.
Yeah. Yeah, if, oh, so let me, yeah, Kristen's just pointing out, yes, that is weird. So, as a matter of fact, Phil, okay, I didn't realize I didn't really catch the meat and potatoes of what you were saying there, so forgive me for that. I jumped to a conclusion there. My web page is like kind of hemorrhaging here. I'm trying to do two things at once. Yeah, if somebody says that they've left the package and you don't have content, then in some way, shape, or form, I would love to know if anybody's doing that, because what we're really focused on here is loyal and dedicated supporters and quality connections. And I actually banned a couple of people last weekend because I know that they were not connecting. And what the big thing about that is, it's not that I want to do that to people, but my interest is in protecting the chat and the people who come to support us here. I want to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to help you grow your channel. And if we come across people who just aren't as serious and are not connecting the right way, then I feel it's my obligation to make sure that I eliminate that, so that everybody doesn't waste their time with somebody who's not going to connect the right way. And, there's always all the time in the world for somebody to change their ways and decide to come back. But those people probably aren't going to be around for the long term anyway, because if you're just after subscribers and you want to get your 1,000 so that you can get monetized and this and that, it's not going to help you if nobody's watching your videos. You're going to make $5 a month. And if that's what you want out of YouTube, then I hope I can help you get there. But I think for most people, for all the work and blood and sweat and tears and different things that we have to do, I think everybody's here for more than that. And that's what I really want to help everybody achieve. So we were looking at Mishana and how to get this channel on the featured channels list. So I'm working on it right now, and I did notice, Mr. Nass, that you said you're good with anything. So like I said, I'm happy to follow your lead, but I'm making a note right now just to say I'm going to feature you on both. Because to be honest with you, I'm happy enough to even do it, because you have been an absolute pleasure in what we're doing here at Tuber Chat. I enjoy every minute that you spend here. So I'm happy to feature you either way. So there we go. And let me just double check. So Mishana is not already here. So we picked the perfect time to do this. This is Mishana's channel. So what I do is I take the URL out of the bar and I copied it. Now I go back. Mr. Joshi, hey, welcome back to the chat. Hoops Family Network, it's good to see you here too. Now what we do is I'm just gonna, you could change the name of featured channels if you want up here. I just leave it like that. And then I paste in the URL that I just copied. Thank you, Mr. Nass. I really do appreciate it. If you can imagine, when I started Tuber Chat, really the point is just for everybody to be growing their channels. You have added a personality to our chat and to my time that I can't thank you enough for. So here we go. I certainly hope you like your next door buddy, because I know some neighbors that don't like each other. So what we do, anytime we're sharing our channel URL anywhere on the internet, there's an important addition you need to make. And I don't know the truth about whether it has impact here, but I do it anyway. What we do is at the end of the URL, we type a question mark and then the words sub_confirmation equals 1. You have to spell it properly. Hopefully I did. And then we click add. And if your computer's faster than mine, asking for money, yeah. Okay, so we added it. And then when we look at the bottom, Mishana is now featured on the Tuber Chat channel. So we click done. Now, another important thing is you got to make sure that this shuffle button is clicked if you have more than 10 channels here, because YouTube will only show 10 at a time. If you don't click the shovel button, it shows only the same 10, and some of them will be hidden. But as long as you've got the shovel connected, when you click over to hard to make content and then add the description, and then when you come back to your page, you'll notice that the channels YouTube randomly selects out of your list 10 to show. So we look, and then if I refresh the page, which is a little bit much. When I refresh the page, we'll see that the channels will come up in a different order than they are right now. And there you go. So I'll switch over to Mishana, and there you go. We've returned the favor, and I really appreciate you featuring us here. If anybody else has featured Tuber Chat on their front page or my personal channel, Kevin K, which I'll leave a message in the chat again, then please let me know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do it on both channels. And then I don't need the wheel for this one. Shen Zen Zen has been waiting a long, long time. We will put you up on the screen. Georgia Bulldogs was going to ask a question, and then Life Through Our Eyes 303, you can let me know if you want to talk about channel art, or if you want to just check out that, that live stream that I did that goes through the process with Canva. So here's Shen Zen Zen right now. Kristen is buffering. I don't know how to tell. It looks like, to me, it might still be working. Everything might be okay. Our internet is just being beaten to death, as well as it's very hot here. Like I said, my computer is just burning up. So we'll see. Yep, Mishana, I'm happy to have, sorry, Mishana, I had you. Shen Zen Zen is up here now. And I was waiting. So Georgia Bulldogs, I remember here, let me type a message to you. So Georgia Bulldogs was mentioning maybe having a question before we wrap up the live stream. So we look at Shen Zen Zen here, and here's a video that will be interesting, because you've already got the small YouTuber support video here. You got another one here, which is great. It's always wonderful when I see other creators supporting other YouTubers. I think Hoops Family Network is the first one that I noticed doing that, and had prompted me to do the same thing. I've got a couple of shout out videos. We may do something like that on Tuber Chat as well. And then Thank you, Carrie Beth, very much, especially for everything you've done for us and for all the time that you've spent here. I hope that you've met some new friends and family members. It looks like it, and I'll look forward to seeing you again. We'll be back tomorrow and Monday at the same time. Georgia Bulldogs is asking, do I think Streamlabs or Stream Elements is better, and do they work on a vid? So what I'm using right now, you see the messages that are being dropped by Stream Elements. Stream Elements is my favorite one for what we call timers. Timers are messages that are sent at specific intervals, like what Stream Elements is doing. So I don't have to remind you and like annoy everybody by reminding you to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, because Stream Elements will do it for me.
I think once it's going live at 8.
Oh, okay. Stream Elements is the one that I like best for the timers. A lot of them have the same features. So Nightbot, Streamlabs, Bottissimo, trying to think of the other one. Stream Elements is the one that I just mentioned. A lot of them have similar things. Bottissimo is one that I like for statistics. What Bottissimo does is it tells you how active everybody is in the chat and how long they have spent. And what that allows me to do, this is what I look at so that I can decide who goes up on the wheel and how active everybody, based on how long everybody's been here and how active they are. So I use Bottissimo for that. They all have spam features and stuff like this as well. And then Streamlabs is one that you might want to have in, especially if you're using Streamlabs. I just have all 4 hooked up all the time. So I have Bottissimo, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, and Nightbot all on. So I will turn on and off features as I see necessary. But the most important thing for me is the timers. So I don't forget to tell everybody some of the simple things. And Stream Elements can make sure that that happens. It's the best one in my opinion. There we go. And then thank you, Past Life Explorer. Okay, hopefully I don't know if we're connected, if I had already subscribed to you with my personal channel or not. But I did just see actually that notification come by. I got my phone beside me. Great. Okay. I'm just writing notes for myself. I still prefer pen and paper when it comes to note taking for some reason. Do you have to pay for Bottissimo? You can. So all of these things have free features, and some of them allow you to pay for upgraded. Bottissimo is about $5 a month, but I do pay for it. And the reason why is because I want these statistics because of the way that we've got the wheel working. What this allows me to do is go back afterwards, and I'm like a nerd and a geek, so I love the numbers, right? And I will download all of the statistics from Bottissimo to tell me who was in the chat, how long they spent, how many messages they sent, and stuff like that. It's basically the equivalent if you sat here and wrote everything down one at a time, but it's obviously computerized. What that allows me to do is look at the output of every live stream that we do so that I can notice patterns. I can notice who's here. This is partially how I know which channels to feature by the time that they've spent and the things they've done for us and things like that. And then as well, I can look at the times that we've done our live streams and see when it's busier and when it's not as busy, because I want you to be able to connect with as many people as possible. Whether we have 50 people come through the chat or 100 really doesn't make that much difference to what I'm going to be doing. And Kira's in the house too. But what it also does is allow me to know the most effective times so that I can maximize the impact for everybody. Okay, thank you. Life Through Our Eyes 303. Yeah, please have a look at that live stream if you get a chance. It shows you how to use Canva. If not, I'm happy to go through it with you anytime, especially tomorrow or Monday when we're back again. Metrosonic, thank you for coming in. It's great to see you again. Metrosonic is a dynamic creator who's been back with us again and again. Oh, yeah, Phil Reary. I changed the times this week. The Dude Rocks definitely has been in with us several times and has spent some time, and I always appreciate it. But I change the times of Tuber Chat's live streams constantly. So what we do, it allows us to expose ourselves to a lot of different people, because I don't want everybody just to connect with each other and then, you come back tomorrow and say, well, I've already got everybody. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we get more and more people. But it also means that not everybody can be here as often as they would like to. So it's a trade-off all the way around. But yeah, the Dude Rocks is a dynamic creator. We love every minute that he spends in here. And he's been doing a lot of live streaming, actually. So okay, Mr. Nass, I wonder if that means you're actually leaving, but thank you very much then for every moment that you've spent here. Live stream's the best way to get watch hours. It helps, Izzy, but it also matters how many people are in the live stream. So if you are, if you're doing the live stream and you don't have a lot of people watching at a moment, it may not help as much as you hope that it will, as much as maybe, doing the things we're talking about, swapping playlists. The best advice I have is probably do everything. Do everything you can. Do live streams, do swapping playlists with people, consistently put out quality content. That's the best advice. The channels that I built for other people that now make thousands of dollars a month were built making quality content before any of this started. There was no such thing as growth streams. There was no such thing as swapping playlists. That was all invented less than 2 years ago. So it's not necessary. It's just what we do now because we can speed things up a little bit. Thank you, Callus Fitspiration. Yeah, I know it's a little bit more of a struggle using your phone, but hopefully you can connect with everybody still and meet a lot of friends and family members. And then just have a look at something here. I'm going to put up the Hoops Family Network. Still here. I know Hoops Family Network just came in, but hopefully they're still here. And I'm just looking at something in another window here. There's the Hoops Family Network. This is a channel that is very much inspirational in the creation of Tuber Chat. Therefore, of course, is a moderator. But much more than that, when it comes to Tuber Chat, you hear me say pleasant things about the Hoops Family Network all the time. That's true, Metrosonic. That's well put. Metrosonic says, keeping in touch and staying active are the keys to grow. Getting to know one another the right way. Absolutely. So hopefully, when you spend time here in Tuber Chat, that goes for everybody, when you hear the stories that I tell and the things I say about the different creators, like Phil just mentioned that the Dude Rocks is usually here. Wasn't able to make it today, but that's okay because they're usually here. That is kind of a story that's showing you already. These are dedicated, loyal supporters who are coming back again and again. And I just wanted to check something else out. Sorry, in another window at the same time. Okay. So this is the Hoops Family Network. They just put out another Shout Out Saturday video, which I have to catch up on both of you. I got to catch up on all this stuff. But, and they got a premiere coming tomorrow, right? Is it no, tomorrow on Monday. So that's okay for a Father's Day tribute there. Thank you, Mr. Naz. And then, yeah, Metrosonic putting notifications on for people is the best way to make sure that you don't miss their content. As well, as we get bigger and bigger and our channels grow and we follow more and more people, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all wish that we could. Oh, it should be just Kevin K, Mr. Nass. It should be twitter.com/KevinKaye. I should be fairly easy to find almost everywhere. And then, so these Shout Out Saturday videos speak volumes about the character behind the creator, behind the channel. Let me just, I'm going to have a look at Kristen's thing and see if she's got it on her channel. Sorry, I'm distracted because I'm just trying to catch something. I'll get it for you in a second, Mr. Naz. Oh, Kristen's name on Instagram is Kiki, K-I-K-I. That's why. I forget about that all the time. Yeah, she's got. So if you go to Kristen's front page, she's got it listed there. It's on her. She doesn't have the links hooked up, but she does have it on her banner. So you can hook up that way, and I'll appreciate that either way. And then the Hoops Family Network, like I was saying, these Shout Out Saturday videos, it speaks volumes about the character of the creator behind the channel, where they are constantly featuring other channels. Like there's Carrie Beth right there that was with us for our entire chat yesterday and today. Carrie Beth is a dynamic creator that I was introduced to by the Hoops Family Network. So you hear what I mean when I talk about these stories. And I say that these are creators that continuously come back and back again. So I was introduced to Carrie by the Hoops Family Network, not to mention JD Knight 7, Josh and Kaylee, who've been with us before, and the Cooking with Q and More, and D Turner Gaming. These are all channels I was introduced to by the Hoops Family Network. That is in like December or January, 6 months ago. And they're still here with me now, whether that's on my personal channel or here in Tuber Chat. That kind of shows you what you can expect from the Hoops Family Network, especially when they do these Shout Out Saturday videos and feature other creators. Yeah, Mr. Naz, I'm just looking. No, Kristen's Instagram is there. It's KIKI_Welton. But if you look at her YouTube page, it's on the front of her banner. She's got it written there, so she's good. Oh, okay, you found her. Never mind. Right before I said that, you found her. So that's great. And then let's look at Mr. Joshi. Mr. Joshi is another moderator here at Tuber Chat now. Somebody who's been with us time and time again for the last little while. King Jenny's Vlog, thanks for coming in. Yeah, Metrosonic has been back with Tuber Chat again and again over the last many different weeks. So if they're letting everybody know, they're also available on Instagram and Twitter if everybody wants to connect. And then I should mention, okay, for those of you who are connecting in social media and things like that, Tuber Chat is available on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as Reddit. We have more things coming. If you want to get the most out of everything I'm going to do with Tuber Chat, then hopefully you'll consider subscribing to the email list at tuberchat.com. And it's very simple. You just put in your email address. It sends you a confirmation like you'd expect. It's me that's going to be emailing you, not more than once a week, but soon I will start sending emails just to let you know all the different things we're doing with Tuber Chat so that you can maximize your impact even when we're not live streaming. So this is Mr. Joshi, and what we're going to do is he's got a live stream going right now, so I'm going to end our live stream here for now. Oh, Mr. Nash, as much as I appreciate the idea, I am a website designer as well. The reason why I don't do an elaborate website for, like, let's say kevink.com or Tuber Chat yet is because with kevink.com, I'm not focused on it. And really all it's meant to do is just have something there for people to catch if they want to connect with me in some way. Tuber Chat I will do in the coming little while. We could talk about the idea of you helping that if you'd like to, but I have been a web developer for the longest time. So the fact that I don't have a website up for for Tuber Chat just yet is deliberate because I just want the page to go, I just want the domain to point right to the email list for now. That's the key for me right this second. And then as I find things that are valuable for everybody, I will build out a site, especially when we get into merchandise and things like that. So this is Mr. Joshi, and this is a live stream that they have. Oh, you've got the chat is not available for that live stream. You got a, yeah, we were looking at, sorry, I got distracted for a second. Mr. Joshi, like I said, is one of our moderators and somebody who was with us for, who's been with us again and again for a little while. Jennifer Bolos, thanks for coming in. Hopefully you can meet some new friends and family members here. The instructions are at the bottom of the screen. We just simply visit a channel one by one, reach out to anybody that you want to in the chat. Everybody's here to connect, and then watch a short video in full. It should be at least a minute long, and then leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video. It should be at least a couple of sentences long, and then give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel as well. So Jennifer Bolos, hopefully you don't be shy. Connect to just about anybody in the chat. Every single person is willing to connect with you. The best idea is always to go first. And looking at something in another window here. Where is okay, let's put Past Life Explorer up on the screen. Past Life Explorer is a dynamic creator with a very unique channel that does a fantastic job on presentation. And that's what sorry, I'm just doing something else here. Past Life Explorer is a previous featured channel from Tuber Chat because more than anything else, actually, I just love the presentation of this channel. I love the idea behind it. It's not that I would otherwise be into kind of the stuff, but this is what I love about YouTube and the community that we're all involved in. If it hadn't been for Tuber Chat and meeting Past Life Explorer here, I may have never otherwise found this channel. But now that I know it, now I look forward to this content, and I found myself watching something I otherwise may never have seen because I wouldn't have been searching for it. But I just think that Past Life Explorer does a fantastic job on presentation more than anything else. So I'm happy always to have this channel up on the screen and talk about them. So I'm just looking at, I wanted to put Callus Fitspiration up here. I know I'm moving a little bit faster here. This is Callus Fitspiration. Did you change your icon? I feel like you may have changed your avatar here. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. And then pardon me just for 1 second. Okay, sorry for that. I just had to get up for a quick second there. We were looking at Callus Fitspiration. I lost my place in the chat too.
Yeah, I just got a notification. Again, he's live now.
Okay. Callus Fitspiration. I don't know what happened. I think the vid was too short. Wasn't able to update the thumbnail. Okay, I'm talking about your icon. I could be wrong. For some reason I feel like it looks different today, but I could be wrong about that. That's okay. I was just more curious than anything else. So that's okay. And then switch something here. This is another channel that comes back to us again and again. Is another moderator for us and was originally the first channel that gave us our first official raid here and here on Tuber Chat. Michael's Adventures. I'd give 2 thumbs up if I could. I hope that's for me. I appreciate that. But for anybody, thank you. Oh yeah, it must be Shenzhen Zen. Thank you for reminding everybody. 2 thumbs up. Cooking with Q and More, your anniversary today, so that's great. Hopefully you have a good time celebrating in some way or another. This is, I gotta pause this, but this is It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey. They're live right now. Like I said, this is a channel that has given us our first official raid on Tuber Chat, which I appreciate. They're a moderator for us, and so I'm going to drop the link for them so that we can continue connecting with each other over there. It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey absolutely lets people connect. I'm just mixing up my links here. So we'll be back again tomorrow and on Monday at the same time as we were today. And hopefully you still subscribe to Tuber Chat and you've got the notifications on so you don't miss our next live streams. We'll be back Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but at different times. For now, again, tomorrow and Monday at the same time. And then thank you, Mishana. Mr. Naz. And then I'm just going to drop the link here for the Tuber Chat raid, if you wouldn't mind. I will what we'll do is you just go into their channel, into their live stream, and mention Tuber Chat Raid just like I am here. And that lets them know that you came, everybody came from here, and I'll appreciate that. And then I will see everybody over there. I'm going to wrap up the live stream for today. So thank you, everybody, for all the time that you've spent. And we will see you tomorrow and hopefully on Monday as well.